person a medical practitioner that can do that. And who the practitioner that can do that, not even nurses. That's the medical director. That's maybe head of medical team or doctor that is in charge of that. So we should always put in our mind that the fact that the person is not breathing doesn't mean that the person is dead. So same there, when you get to the scene, always check for your safety. Check one if this place is safe for you to go in. Because no matter how great this place is to you, if you don't check if this place is free of danger, you can also put yourself in danger. Let's assume that this person is lying down on a naked wire and don't check if this place is safe for you to go in or not. Because this person is there. Oh, my child, my wife, my husband, don't go in there. Do you know who says this person is stoning me? They are telling you not to go in there. Something like this. If you don't check for danger, they tell you that this place is not safe and you go in there, you also get a casualty. That's why you have to check for danger. So if it is not safe for you to go in there or not safe for you to touch the person, please don't touch. But they might have some places there, some holes, canal, unstable surface that can make you fall. So you don't check there and you just try to go in there and say want to help. You can just check. Once the place is free from obstruction, the next thing you have to do is to move in and check if the person will come to you. How do you do that? Number one thing you have to do is that move close. Once you move close, you have to shout into the 2 ears of the casualty. What are you trying to do? You are trying to make an alert and a voice. Let's see if this person will respond to you. And what will you do? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? So, if you know the person's name, ensure that you call the person's name and try to shout into the 2 ears of the casualty. And if you know the person's name, hello young man, hello young woman, can you hear me? Are you okay? So once the person try to tap the person and call the person not responding, you have to tap the shoulder. So this is how you tap the shoulder. Just tap the shoulder gently. Hello? Hello? You are doing this. Okay. So the reason you are doing this is because you want to know if the person is responding to it. You know, now, you are shouting to somebody's ear. The person is deaf. You might not be able to know. If that person, even if the person is deaf, the person still responds to you. That's why you are tapping. So if you are tapping, just tap gently on the shoulder. And when there is no response, then you need to shout for help. So just call for help, and after then, we need to open the airway. Another thing usually occurs on emergency. When you get an emergency, you see the person on the road, you want to help, fine. You move the person to the vehicle, you rush the person to the hospital immediately. Most times, you usually that when you get to the hospital, before you get there, the person is dead. Because we usually hear something like that. We saw somebody on the road. Before we get to the hospital, the person died. The person might die because maybe at that time the airway is blocked. So whenever you want to help somebody, open the airway, move the person to the hospital. First aid saves life, but this application of first aid can kill. I want to help the person, can kill the person because you didn't apply the right thing. So I want us to do a little practical. Can we all do this? Let's all lock our neck, do this. And can we do this? Which one is making you to breathe better? The one that is up. That's really what happens. So whenever you see somebody on the road and whenever you try to help somebody, open the airway. And how do you open the airway? I want you to put a palm on your forehead, 2 fingers under your chin. So this is how you open the airway, and this is how you get here. Once the airway is open, that means that you are trying to block the airway from obstruction. Now, I want to see if this person is breathing. How do I check it? Some people come to check for pulse, to check for this and that. But me, as a first aider, check for pulse might delay time for me. Remember that the person needs more time to, we really have limited time to spend on this person. So what will I do? I'll do three things to check for breathing for 10 seconds, and I'll do it simultaneously. I will look, I will listen, and I will feel. I'll do that for 10 seconds. And what am I looking at? What am I listening to? And what am I feeling? I'm looking at the chest, it is rising and falling. I'm listening to the sound of the breath through the air. I'm feeling the heat or the warmth of the breath through the mouth. This is how I can check by 10 seconds. And I will do this series. Look at it. Looking, listening, feeling. So what I'm trying to check is that I want to see if the chest is rising and falling. You know when somebody is sleeping at home and the person is oversleeping and you're not even comfortable with it now. And if the stomach is coming up and down, what you do, you have to leave the person, you're fine. So that's exactly what we're doing. So I want to see if the chest is rising and falling. When somebody is breathing out well, you usually hear the sound of the breath. That's through the nose. That's why you are feeling your ear through the nose directly. And you are feeling the warmth coming from the breath. Whenever we talk, if you talk, you know that you are feeling out warmth. So that's what you want to feel. So we are doing this for 10 seconds. So we are counting the 10 seconds together. So let's just take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it up to 10 seconds? Is it up to 10 seconds? No. Because I'm too far. We have seconds and we have microseconds. We have seconds, we have microseconds. So this is how we can count our 10 seconds. So if I say 1, you have 100. If I say 2, you say 200. If I say 3, you say 300 to 10. So look at it. Look, listen, and feel. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, who says 1000? Who says 1000? No, you don't need to go back. You know, if she is in America, she's right. Do you know that? If she's in America, she's right. So, what is 10, 100 or is 1000? What you need to do is what? You shout for help. So now you are checking out the person. If the person is breathing, you call for help. Then you can put that person on the recovery position because the person is breathing. But if the person is not breathing, that's when you have to perform your CPR. I quote again, I said if the person is breathing, you don't need to do CPR. The only thing you can do is what? Shout, put in body position and call for help. But if the person is not breathing, you have to call for help and you have to perform CPR. So how do they call for help? We have no emergency number. What's the emergency number? 911. Who's the 911 again? 911. Can you see we have Americans in this church? 911 is for America. 911, 999 is UK. Now 112 is Nigeria. 767 is Lagos State. So if I Lagos State, can call 767 or 112. But if you are in Nigeria, maybe another state in Nigeria, you can just call 112. Except if they have their own emergency number there. But in Lagos State, they have their own emergency number in 767. In the nationally we use 112. So now once you have called for help, then we want to ensure that the this person has stopped breathing. So now we want to help this person to come back to life. What will we do? That's when we are trying to perform CPR. So you are trying to pump the heart. Remember I said the heart. So we are trying to put pressure on the heart so that we can pump the heart so that the remaining blood and oxygen in the body can go to the brain. Then you can start the body. So if I may ask, where is the heart located? Is it left side or right side? Left. Okay, that's what biology says. Okay, so I have kids here, so I don't want disturb their normal academical structure. Because in school, the biology tell you what? Yes. But in practical, the heart is at the center of the chest. Center of the chest was slightly tilted to the left. What means that the side of the heart is as small as the face of the hand. This side of the heart. So we should forget what we have seen in biology textbook, the way they draw it big. But if you notice, when you kill cow, lamb, or whatever, chicken and everything, you want to check the heart. You see that it will be small like this. So that's how it is. So the heart itself is as small as the heart, and the larger part of the heart is at the center of the chest. So if the larger part of this place is here, what are we going to see? This is what we see. So the matter is slightly tilted here. So if it's not here, and it's not there. What we have here and here are the lungs. But the heart is at the center of the chest. So once you have checked this, so now, if you want to know where the heart is located, just check. You can trace the lips to the center of the chest and take it back to the center, to in between the two nipples. That's what you can check. Or trace the two nipples here and put your hand at the center of the chest. So if you want to perform CPR, we are using the end of your dominant hand to perform CPR. It is not your hand, not just your hand, and not just your hand. It should be your dominant hand. Some people, their dominant hands are their left hand. So if your dominant hands are your left hand, you have to put it first. And if your dominant hands or right hand, you have to put it first. So this is how it is. So how do you do it? Just put in of the palm. This is it. So I want us to do this. Can we all do this? When you do this, you have to stretch your hand. Because if you are performing CPR, you're also trying to do what? Lock your elbow. So once I've done this, let's do this. Once I've done this, let's do this. So this is where we need. So place the inlet of the dominant hand on the center of the chest. Use the other hand to support. So once I use the other hand to support, I'm using this hand to support because I need more force to use. And after then, I can't compare like this. So if I compare it this way, it means I want to grab pepper. So if I'm not to grab pepper, the next thing I have to do is I have to use my chest to cover the pepper so that the force will be coming from my shoulder. So with this, I'm going to give 30 chest compression. So once I give 30 chest compression, after chest compression, I will now give 2 more breaths. So this is how we do that. Okay. 20. 10. We are giving 2 more breaths. The 2 more breath means what? You are trying to give the lungs oxygen. CPR means cardiopulmonary resuscitation. That's what it means. So cardiopulmonary resuscitation means what? When there is compression of 30 chest compression and 2 more breaths. Meaning what? You are trying to move the oxygen around the body to the brain, and you are trying to give the lungs oxygen. That is why we are giving mouth breath. So what we do? Close the nose, open the mouth, seal your mouth with the person's mouth, blow it 2 times. 1, 2. But if you are not comfortable to put your mouth in that person's mouth, you can do only chest compression. It's 2 works. That is what you are just trying to circulate. So now, at this time, it's not going to be 30. Then you have to do it until the person comes back to life. But with this, because I'm doing 2 mouth breath, I will do 30 chest compression, 2 mouth breath. If there is no sign of life, I have to continue with what? 30, 2, 30, 2, 30, 2, until. So now, when do we stop CPR? We stop CPR when there is sign of life. Let's assume that we are performing CPR, and the person come back to life while I'm no excessive chest compression. Now I'm now doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the person come back to life at 10th compression. Stop. So don't say, okay, now 30 they teach me, let's leave this to 30 before. So we don't do that. What is 10th chest compression? Just so put the person in the body position and you monitor your casualty. That's number one. Number two is when the ambulance alive, we know we have called for help or a professional person alive. Stop, let them continue. We are not professionals animals. We are not doctors. We are only life savers. So don't say because I am this, that, I'm the one that was attending this person, don't come and take my shine, let me invite this person, stuff like that. So just let that person continue because they are more professional. That's number two. Number three, this is time. So you can get started like a home CPR, so you can stop and let somebody else continue. That's where you are tired. Number four is, if the scene is not safe for you to continue, stop. Okay, let us know that you are home CPR and they started shooting. Will you still continue? No. You have to stop and also look for your own safety. And number five is, you can only stop CPR if an authorized person announces that the person is dead. I quote, authorized person. Not, this one don't die now, don't say not the truth again. You know how the jail shall do. So if all this doesn't occur, just let us perform CPR until all this happens. So now, the amount we are giving to that mount is, we are trying to give oxygen. Like the oxygen, what you give that person is oxygen. What do we put in? We put in oxygen. What do we put out? That's what biology tells us. Yes, now. Is it not what biology says? That's what biology says. But I want us to know that we need air without air. The oxygen we claim that we are breathing in, they are not 100% oxygen. Yes or yes? Are we breathing in 100% oxygen? No. So, the lungs will only see the needed oxygen in the air we breathe in for the use. So once it's mixed with the body, it has to react with the carbon our body is generating. Then we now build our carbon dioxide, which still contains oxygen. So once you blow in that air into that person's mouth, which is what? Oxygen that are breathing out, that's carbon dioxide. So the lungs will also sieve out the needed oxygen from that carbon dioxide, so that it can give the person in oxygen. So that's how it is. So that I just want us to know that the fact that we are putting out carbon dioxide doesn't mean that we are blowing in carbon dioxide in that person's mouth. We are taking that person's oxygen. So that's how it is. So for a child, so I'm still, if I have the time, I'll still discuss the recovery position I just said now. So for a child, age 1 to 13 of puberty. Talking about puberty, some children are as big. In this case, if you want to do chest compression to them, you can do adult chest compression for them. So it's not because according to the body mass, that's what will make you to know the kind of hand they are using. But remember, we are trying to check for what? Danger, check for response, call their names, open their airway. Do you still remember how to open their airway? This, and so once you have done this, the next thing you have to do is what? Check if they are breathing. For how many minutes? 10 seconds. Thank you very much. So once you have checked if they are breathing, you don't need to do CPR. Let them in a good position and call for help. But if they are not breathing, you have to call for help and you perform CPR. So in a child, the difference is that before you start doing your chest compression, you know, in adult, I started with chest compression. Then I now end it to what? 2 more breaths. They will continue what? 30 chest compression, 30 chest compression, 2 more breaths. But in a child, we have to do 5 initial breaths. So the reason we are doing 5 initial breaths in a child and infant is that we started that children go unconscious due to respiratory issue, maybe choking, suffocation, confusion, and anything. That's how they go or drowning. We don't usually come unfortunately to heart related issues like heart attack or something. So that is why we are trying to give 5 million breaths, because they need oxygen at that time. So what we do? You close the nose, open the mouth, blow it 5 times. Then you have to continue with 30 chest compression with one hand this time. If you use 2 hands, now you are going to cause more pressure and you can easily break the lips. And once the lips break, there is telling that what there is danger to the heart. So that's why we are giving 1 hand. So what we use is, can you see? So with 1 hand, you can just do